Okay. Good. Yes.
Join the
All right.
meeting.
Thank you. All right, well, we have a forum here, we'll get started. Lena, oh, here we go. That's either Lena or Grace. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. Take a minute.
You guys hear me?
Anyway, whoever it is.
Participants.
Yeah, that's who he just admitted.
It is too.
Invite. You have to hit invite.
No, they're joined.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just on mute.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Was it 816, I think, area code?
All right, let's get going. I guess we do have the May minutes that we never approved until we'll do it today. So I don't know if everybody's looked through it. Any edits? Oh, here you go.
I guess. Yeah. It's flashing. What's this?
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, great.
That's the other people.
No.
No, that was for something else.
Ah. There we go. And what's this? That went away too. Oh, that's what that. All right.
Well, we haven't never had this. Never popped up before.
Let's go. This is a Zoom meeting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says Zoom up in the
Yeah.
left there.
It might have been
Weird.
like
The Teams thing.
scheduled in a Teams,
Right.
and it kind of
Yeah,
interacts
yeah.
with each other.
All right, so I guess are there any edits or alterations or whatever from May's minute? None, no further discussion. Anybody want to make a motion
Sure.
to
I'll second.
Hank first, Deb second? All those in favor? Aye. Any abstentions? None? All right, so let me see if I can get Grace here. Oops. Does anybody want
you
to
guys hear me?
volunteer for minutes this month?
I'll give it a shot.
Okay, Doug, thank you.
I'll try.
Yes, you know, keep some.
I may have to reach out to you then.
Yeah,
A few things.
we'll get the link to you
Yeah.
to watch it. Well, once they get it up on town board on YouTube, anybody, you know,
Yeah.
you'll see a bunch from.
Grace wants to know if you can hear her.
No, oh, there, you just, all right, so she's one.
Needs to
No.
improve something on your end.
That-
It's
She-
doing hit invite, just in case.
No, we got.
All right, forget that.
Mm.
So we don't see her microphone showing up.
Why don't the X's work? There we go.
Filming often.
Can you guys hear me?
If you walk in the court there, she might help us.
Ask all to unmute. Mute participants. Allow participants to unmute.
Allow participants.
Rename, play sound, enable waiting room, high profiles. This all
Oh,
looks
she's
right. All
gone. She's now out of there.
right. Maybe she's trying to call in again.
Log back on.
Yeah, all right, we'll give her a pop up. All right.
Hopefully she shows up.
So we don't have July minutes. No, Sarah was the one working on that, so I had put that in the email, no response, so I don't know if she's getting emails, she's away on vacation or what.
Grace, join the meeting.
She's hurt. She's out of work.
Oh, is she?
The last day at camp, she did something to her leg. She hasn't been back.
All right,
But I'll reach out to her again.
all right, there's 9 participants there. There we
It's
go.
okay. Nick.
Try one time here.
Hello.
Hi, can you hear me? You guys hear me?
The mic, oh wait, what's up?
Oh, she's talking, it says she's talking.
Is maybe the
Yes,
sound
sir.
not plugged in or something?
See the audio to the left, that's.
Yeah. All right,
What's it up now? No, that was me
There's
and
a
us.
pop
No,
that came up underneath it.
that's us, yeah.
She's out and she's having trouble connecting. Oh,
I mean, it recognizes our audio, so we should be able to hear hers.
yeah. Well, you see how it has the microphone there?
Yeah,
It didn't have it.
hers doesn't, yeah, it hasn't had a microphone.
Obviously she's having a connection.
I mean, she wants to call
Maybe
in,
it's, yeah.
get on a speakerphone or something, I don't know.
You wanna text her if she wants to just call in?
You go.
Or on
Thank you,
speaker.
Deb. Elena has. He was gonna zoom in, I thought. Here we go.
All right, great to the iPhone, all right, there we go, let's try that.
Great.
He's trying.
Hello?
Popped up for a second.
Yeah.
It has to be on our end then, if she's trying to
Dude,
different
like
device.
the participants again, man. See if you see them.
Grace's iPhone, oh, there, no video, but we got the mic, now we got a mic.
No video.
Can you hear me? I'm not on mute.
Grace's iPhone is
Doesn't
talking. All
talk, so the audio is not plugged in or something.
right,
I don't know, that wouldn't make sense.
No.
there's no speakers back here, it's all through the TV monitor.
Yeah, it has its own sound bar built into it.
Green audio thing is going up and down.
I see a HDMI cord that's unplugged,
Audio's working good.
I mean, like maybe the speakers here. Or maybe we should-
Oh, there, volume's all the way down.
There we go.
all right.
Oh,
Can you hear me now?
how's it going?
Just do it on the screen maybe, Hank, try just.
Oh, you got it.
There
Got
we
it.
go. All right, Grace, try talking now.
You hear us?
Can you hear me?
Now,
Can you guys hear
the volume was down.
I was like, I'm in this call. I don't know what's going on. Okay, great.
All right, so we approved May's minute.
Okay,
I'm assuming you would be agreeing to that too.
yeah.
All right, George, would you mind?
Oh, yeah, we can read it.
Thank you, sir. Okay, all right. We don't have July minutes. That just informed us, salary got hurt and is out of work for temporarily, I guess. So.
Oh no, that's awful.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll have them for the October meeting. All right, moving on to the New York State Municipal Parks and Recreation Grant funding. I think I forwarded that to everybody, that the village application was not, approved or whatever during one there. I think they were told they how to maybe improve it the next time.
Oh, did they do a debrief with the grantors?
Maybe, I think I saw that.
That's always good,
Right.
yeah, if they offer that opportunity. it's
Yeah, I think it's on us. That might have been in there. I thought that Evan might have mentioned it. So hopefully, next go around and, so rail trail updates. Anybody have anything?
Well, with that same funding source, the DOT, through the feds, the town is trying to progress a grant from the same era as that village grant, and, that's definitely, it's still moving along. It was, the big problem with it was there was a huge budget shortfall, just like the villages. And the town was able to get, the municipal, the MPO, which is Ulster County Planning, Brian Slack, to basically double the funding. So it went from $800,000 funding to $1.5 million funding, which is the projected cost. And that's on the tip for next year's construction, the tip step list. And the consultants, Medenbach and Eggers, have been progressing the grant. They've had a long go, getting it's like a short section. It's 1.3 miles, and almost a mile of it is through Central Hudson. And that's been an incredible go around.
Yeah.
But it's not signed off, but they have tacit approval now. Central Hudson has to get some dispensation from the feds to allow the easement on their property, so it's working its way through, and the money's there. So it's moving.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah,
right?
and that takes the rail trail from, Route 4455, crosses Route 4455, goes all the way along Burn Road to the intersection of Burn and Fordmore, where the OSI property starts that we've been working on, so yeah, that's moving along. There's interest in it too. It's written into OSI's, they're just about to come out. You're probably aware they've been working on this whole master plan to do the rail trail from Port Jervis to Kingston.
Right, yeah.
So that section will appear in there along with a bunch of other sections.
So on the OSI section, how, I mean, I've walked that before. Does it still need some more work or not?
Probably.
That's where they put that bridge in, right?
He put that bridge in, him and his team.
Oh, the one that,
There's one, well, there's a major bridge that's in Fort Bend. They redid,
That's on the town.
that's on
property.
the town property.
oh,
But
okay,
there's another bridge further, closer to Fordmore.
okay,
Yeah, like when you cross Fordmore, the first half mile is OSI. And then basically from there to the prison, mostly town, except for the
Yeah.
railroad station.
I spoke to OSI with Bob last week and he said, first priority is to finish the piece from the prison to Fordmore Road.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's what he told me.
that's that's unfunded right now, so,
He says it's in the works right now, and that's their primary goal right now, is to do that section.
Yeah.
So,
because yeah, that would basically get you all the way down to,
well, it'll get you to
Sewer
Fordmore
plant.
Road.
right?
Yeah, from the sewer
From
plant
wherever.
to Fordmore Road.
Yeah.
And then this Central Hudson piece will finish it
Oh,
off.
all right, before you start at Fordmore South.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else on the rail trail?
Did they all put the bike racks up down there?
oh,
Well,
sewer
the
plant.
that one got vandalized, somebody
Right,
knocked
but
it over.
He said that if they had 2 bike rails and they were gonna put them up. That was like a month ago.
Grace, have you seen them by chance?
The last I saw, the bike rack was broken, like somehow it got separated from the cement pad, I think. But I thought Mike took them away and was gonna maybe reinstall them, but I haven't been over there, so I don't know what the status is.
Okay, just thought you might have been down that way.
No, I haven't been up there very much, unfortunately, so I don't know what's going on.
Ask you a question about rail trails, Grace, what's the status of getting that sign built for?
Well, I was hoping Mike would be in the meeting. He had told me 2 months ago that he was going to start working on it the following week, but I haven't seen any movement on that. So since he's not there, I'll just text him and follow up and see what's going on because I really want those in before winter.
The signs
So,
are,
but-
the signs are fabricated, right?
Let's be.
Yeah, they're sitting in the village's maintenance shed.
These are the signs to direct people from Canal Street to the sewer plant trail.
Yeah, I mean, we know what we're talking about, but if anybody's watching.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Yeah.
All right, and then, how about was there gonna be new signs at the entrance to the rail trail
Yeah.
about the ATVs, et cetera?
Oh,
Do we know-
So I know they passed the law on the village side, and I said, if you guys need any help with signs, let me know, I'll help you, and I haven't heard from anyone.
All right.
So I don't know how they're gonna be coordinated between the town and village. I don't know who's gonna pay for those. I doubt the village has money to do that, so I can follow up if you want, but
We can ask
just-
Evan and Terry, I guess.
I could do that. I've actually got some time now, so
All right,
okay.
I'll pick it up.
Grace would appreciate that,
Sure.
Grace.
Yeah, let me know. I can work with Howie if we want to do it, so.
I'll
I
be in
know,
touch with you about it, Grace.
I know at the moment, Mike Jeter's team is probably really busy because they're doing some streets over in the village. I'm sure Deb's seen them, right?
Milling down my house.
The whole length of Church
Mhm.
Street, and there's a few other small ones I've seen where they've removed the asphalt, so he's probably really busy with that. All right, and then the washout on the rail trail, that's still hanging tough, that hasn't been washed out, I take it.
Shingle Gully washout?
Yeah, you know, that one spot, I guess we're doing okay with that.
Yeah, till it rains hard.
Yeah,
Well, we did have, that one was pretty hard there.
It's true.
A couple of weeks ago, but it's probably so dry.
That was like a 2-incher.
It was 3.5.
Within like, what, about an hour or two, it was, or more, maybe more than that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jeez. Down this guy. It's in Alabama.
I don't know, maybe I'll walk down there. All right, and dog park status. Alina's not here. I know she hasn't, she's got no employment, so she's kind of tabled working on that for a while, but I saw a blurb come across in the Gump Journal that, I don't know, it came up in one of the meetings, that's about all I know, so. Maybe sometime here in the next month or two, she'll present again, because they were talking about the fence, and the last time Alina had mentioned one of the contractors that she talked to, the fencing contractors.
right.
It might not have been less expensive to actually just buy a new fence
And
instead of
reuse the old
trying to
stuff.
cut the old fence in half.
Yeah,
Use it.
imagine that could be the case.
Yeah, so I don't know how easy it would be to cut, but I need a torch, right? Cutting torch or
Just
something.
grinding,
Grinder.
Grinding.
grinding wheels.
You have to line it all.
Yeah,
up.
that's like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Go through quite a few
Should be-
discs, but
Well, we're moving right along here. So nothing else on any of them, any of the other parts?
The, one part thing I was wondering about, and since Grace is on the line, what's the status of the new entrance sign for Littman Park?
Mhm.
I haven't heard anything. Johnny had told me he thought they were gonna be voting on it on one of the last meetings, but,
That was 2 months ago.
no one's contacted me. Well, it was about a month ago. He was like, oh, we didn't end up doing it. I think we're doing it at the next one. So I will follow up with him and see if they've done anything with that.
Did they get the sign? You and I.
Yeah.
Put that up
Yeah.
the same way, harvest and
Yeah.
leaders and.
There's some, I've already
Okay,
pinpointed some theaters, so we just have to drag them out.
That could already be approved and they're working on the sign for all we know, because I think, the council and Terry would just move on that if they're
Right,
doing
right, we'll have,
stuff.
we'll have somebody to purchase it from and everything.
Yeah. Oh,
All right, it's not even 8:25 here. And we're up to any other old business that we might have overlooked. Glance through the minutes, yeah, we're still looking for a fifth member, from the town. That's been a challenge. Terry knows, I don't know if he ever gets word of it.
All the village seats are full right now?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and that's where we normally have had the problem of finding the village residents, although now that's been eased, but I think we still have 4 village residents. And Ed, you're the non-resident, right, for the village?
Yep.
Trail steward. I
Is
guess
is the non-resident slot taken for the town? Is that
That's.
you, Doug? All right, that's what I thought, all right.
Now, I think they,
You live in Rochester?
we have to look, but I think they even eased up the language for the town.
I think so too.
Cause I was under the impression the village could be like all 5 could be non-residents, not that they would ever do that. And when I asked recently, somebody sent me a new link to the town hall. And it didn't say just one non-resident.
Oh,
Yeah,
Elena.
so we can.
Wait, I'm confused. We can have multiple non-residents on the town?
Well, we're gonna definitely double, it seemed that way with the way they changed the law, I think, Grace. We'll have to look at it. I'll find it or ask Elizabeth to find it for us.
Interesting.
I
I
think-
might be able to talk someone in, I don't know if she's Wawarsing or she's right on the border of Wawarsing and whatever's on the other side, Rochester. So maybe I can get her to join.
That's going north is Rochester, going east would be Schwangau.
Yeah, she would be Rochester,
Okay,
but
Well,
Yeah,
we'll-
maybe I could.
Yeah, if I find the link, I'll shoot it over.
Yeah, if you can confirm that, let me know, because I've
I'll
been
do it there.
reporting a fellow, a fellow Minnewaska staff member who lived in Warson briefly, but he's back to living in Dutchess County. And he's super sharp guy, very interested in this type of thing, to, help out and, kind of bolster his own resume.
Yeah, I forget who sent me the link on that. Cause I think, remember the village updated it all, but it seemed like the town updated theirs too. Okay, so we'll double check on that. Hi, Alina.
Hi, so sorry guys, I had some trouble getting in and then some stuff happened at my house.
Well, we had an issue here in Grace because the volume was off on this monitor.
Oh,
Yeah.
Big technology glitch in.
well, we're all here now.
All right, yeah, so we basically ran through the agenda and even we're up to old business overlooked. So do you want to give an update on where you are with the dog park?
Sure, at this point now we're just waiting for Coffee's approval of the project plan. So I had gotten some quotes from fencing people. I'm just bringing those up on my computer. I'm really excited because I think it's going to be a lot more economical than it could have been. Okay, so the year one fundraising goal that I pitched to Coffee is $16,420, and that includes clearing the space, which actually is an in-kind donation, in the sense that we have a member who's has that brush hog, and then the plan is to galvanize volunteers, hopefully from this crew and maybe some people at Coffee, to do the clearing. The space already was somewhat cleared, but then, it's totally overgrown. So anyway, that's in kind. The fencing is the big cost center. It's about $11,000 or $12,000 in the end. I did talk to Mike Jetter about using the leftover fencing from the courts. The fencing guy that gave us the quote, he sort of said he'd be happy to take a look at it when that time comes, but in the end, it might actually come out as the same cost, just if it requires a lot of labor to kind of like deal with that fencing. But he's open to using it and looking at it. So I asked him for the quote for all new fencing, just to be on the conservative side. So it's about $12,000, and that fencing quote includes installation. It includes the double gated entry, the smaller section for small dogs. So that's the bulk of the work. Then I've also estimated. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Let me just ask one question on that.
Mm-hmm.
Does the fencing contractor, are they aware that they probably have to use prevailing wages? Because it's on.
They won't have to use prevailing wages because the whole idea of this deal is that Coffee is the project manager, and the Coalition of Forward Facing Ellenville will be the one to hire the fencing professional and manage the payment and fundraising.
That part I understand. I'm just thinking we should confirm because it's on village property, right? Or does that not matter?
That's not my understanding. We can do that, that kind of thing happens with the state all the time. Like,
Okay.
when OSI comes in and does a project, with donor funds, they don't have to bid it. They can select a contractor per their own selection process, and the contractor.
And that also applies to the materials. If the materials are being raised by a private donation, not by a state grant or anything.
Well, that's good to hear because I don't want to run into, an obstacle, or none of us want to. All right, go ahead, Alina. So that's clear.
Yep. So then there is going to be a small trail style construction need. Probably there's a little access path that there's a culvert, basically like a little stream that comes down in the wet season, that I think similar to how trails will build a little, it's like too much to call it a bridge, but a little wooden walkway over the stream sort of thing. I don't know. You guys maybe have better language for this.
A few planks.
Yeah. So I've
I mean, that's what it sounds like, doesn't
Need
it?
a few pairs of wellies for people to use.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I estimated about $500 for materials for that, but Coffee will look to maybe get donations uh, for the materials or a deal on it. And then that's another volunteer day that the goal is to organize that just to construct that little thing. And then we've estimated for the first year the mowing costs to be $1,500. Um, it's sort of unclear how much will need to mow, but I figured uh estimating 13 visits in the first season. And I think that it could actually go, like, we would probably try to overshoot that fundraising goal just to make totally sure that we have extra. And then there's costs for signage that are estimated. There's costs for the poop bag dispenser with the little trash can. And so that all adds up to $16,420. The idea is, I mean, the vast majority of this is one-time cost, and really the mowing is the only ongoing cost. And so the idea that I pitched to Coffee is really that we fundraise for this first year plus the mowing, and then basically do an ongoing fundraising each year. So that's the general gist. So Coffee, the exec board just needs to meet to officially approve this, but there's a lot of energy about it. People were really excited about the dollar amount, because I think most of the fundraising will be through sponsorship, and it feels very achievable. So that's where we're at. And once we have that, then we'll be ready to go to the other thing the Coffee exec board is considering and looking at is, like, they're going to look at the draft agreement with the Renegades Bike Club and draft up a version of it for maintenance of the dog park. So once we have all that, we can go to the village. And I think that'll be a really exciting moment, and I'll keep everybody here updated as soon as I hear back from Coffee, because I'd really like to get us scheduled on the village agenda as soon as possible so that we can really try to galvanize people to come and support it in person. Let's see, Debbie, I think we had been talking about the softball. There was recently a Facebook thread about people on the Little League fields and the softball fields talking about dogs kind of like misusing those spaces. So I was hoping that we could reach out to folks in those communities to, galvanize some support for this designated space as a way to support the use cases of those spots too.
100%. We've got a lot of players that have fun.
Cool.
Is a
We
goal,
could bring,
is there a goal if this gets constructed and is operational to restrict dog use in Burn Road Park? Because right now you can have a dog in a leash on that park.
yeah, I don't think we need to restrict. I mean, general park use in terms of like people walking around a park with their dog on a leash is like normal use, but there are no pet signs on the courts, at the playground, and that's current, that's current in the ball field. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think one thing we could do if we overshoot the fundraising goal is actually build in, I'm just going to add this to the list because I think it would be smart to build in maybe a little extra for signage in those spaces, just renewed signage that mentions that there's a dog park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's always better to say, if you say no, to provide an alternative.
Please.
Yeah.
See the.
So yeah, so that's the full update. I'm very excited to have had some traction. It was really nailing down fencing people during the spring and summer is not an easy thing to do. So I was glad to finally get that quote.
So Alina, question there, when you say there's going to be sponsors.
Mhm.
Are you going to hang some signs maybe on the fence or something?
Yeah, I think that's kind of like part of what the coffee fundraising approach they can get creative with it. So yeah, I imagine so. I won't be leading that fundraising in any way, but yeah, I think that's the idea.
All right, good. I was thinking that they, you know, you have however many, they could re-up it each year and that covers the annual maintenance every
Yeah,
year.
exactly.
So,
Yeah, and I mean, if it's like, if it's $2,000 a year covers the annual maintenance, that's pretty, I mean, that's a very achievable goal. And then I think what, what a lot of dog park volunteers and operators have told me as I've done this research is that like once you actually have the space, then it becomes like way easier to fundraise for it. And you can have events and you can distribute information. So I think also, we can add in more amenities over time. Some dog parks will have agility equipment or benches or, and I think we can think beyond the dog park. We can fundraise for poop bag dispensers around the village. That's something that people have expressed a lot of interest in. And that's also an opportunity maybe to have signage elsewhere in the village kind of directing people to the fact that there's a dog park. So I think there's a lot we can do over time, given the fact that the upkeep is pretty low. And if coffee generates some fundraising excitement about this, then there's a lot of opportunity here.
yeah, for the dog, waste issue, I thought there was a veterinarian that was willing to pay to have some.
Yeah, I bet Round Out Valley Vets probably would pay.
Brian, sure.
Again, there's so many good opportunities. Tractor Supply is like, seems like they would be great for a sponsorship.
Right, anything else on the dog park? I had thought of something, but. Or gone.
You mentioned,
Yes.
right before Elena signed on, you mentioned stewards.
Yeah, hang on. Sure. Evelina, did you mention about any grass or surface within the fencing?
It'd be great.
I must, yeah, I missed if she said there was a cost for that.
Yeah, $1,500 to mow it.
No,
Yeah,
not-
seed
but,
it,
yeah, but I'm saying,
No.
what about
seed and straw, yeah.
something, right? Was that in your proposal or no?
I do have $200, which is pretty low for seating on surface maintenance as part of the yearly ongoing costs. I think we probably could. I think it just sort of depends on how it looks once we clear it with the brush hog. I think we need to assess it. I had two people come look at the site, and one of them was adamant that after being cleared with the brush hog, there's like it's grass. Like that one of them had very strong opinions that this is just going to look like the rest of the greens in Berm Road Park once we clear it and kind of maintain it. So I think we just sort of have to wait and see. What I'm hoping is that Coffee can develop a little bit of a purse for this project and be somewhat flexible about like, if there's a surplus, we can use it however we need to use it once we get to the actual installation point. But yes, I do have that built into the yearly ongoing cost, just like a light seating if we needed to in the spring.
There's like a contingency fund.
I think I would second that if you just clear that and you don't see it, given the seed bank that's around there, which is
Yeah.
built grass.
I was just thinking, even if it's.
It really makes sense to like do a good
Just-
row seeding and, establish some turf on it, which will help with the invasives a bit. But
Okay.
I would guess like to do that, it'd be more than 200. It might be like 400.
500.
500, I was thinking, yeah.
I think originally when I thought that we needed to like fully seed it was closer to 500. Like I found some suppliers, so I'll add that to the one-time cost.
I know one I go by is in Fallsburg, which, I mean, that park is unbelievable. It's next to Morningside Park.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
So if you want to ever just venture and look at one, Alina, I don't know if you've ever gone there. But the one that in Fallsburg at Morningside Park,
Mm-hmm.
that grass is they always got that. In fact, they just added pickleball courts over there near it. So, It's on, Brickman Road. All right, so that will wrap, dog park discussion, go back to any old business. I guess it was the storage you were saying, right, Mitch?
Yeah, I just wanted to, with stewards, I just wanted to, it's great to hear there's volunteering going on or planned volunteering in the village parks, but, I just want to make sure that people know that if you're working with your hands or your feet or whatever on town lands or town parks, that you have to have,
The application.
yeah, just the applications are right downstairs with the clerk. They're annual, so, they expire in December. I'll do a reminder at the end of the year for folks. I'm gonna get out on the rail trail next week to patrol it. I'm sure it needs some chainsawing.
We haven't heard of any,
What's that?
we haven't heard of too many trees now.
Yeah, I was just there yesterday. It's,
I mean, the
It's
section,
pretty good.
I'm talking about the section from, the town-owned section from like, Fordmore Road to,
Down to the prison.
yeah. I'm sure that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably needs. Yeah.
What were you gonna say about the section from the sewer plant, Helena?
Looks good.
Yeah, nothing with the, washout area that was always like a problem, right?
Shingle.
Yeah, we didn't have a big washout this year. I mean, I'm sure it'll happen, but didn't happen this year. Yeah.
They used to-
Elena,
Yeah.
have you heard anything about the bike rack that fell down
No.
at that entrance? No? Mike has it though, right? Did he put it
Yeah,
in
there are two remaining 7 bike capacity racks. One is supposed to go up by Berman Road Park, and one is supposed to go in front of the rail trail. And
Well, there was
neither of them.
the one went in front of the rail trail, but it ended up like
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah.
Little tiny bolts or something. I can't remember what the issue was with it.
Yeah.
I think the surface is wrong.
Yeah,
It's
no,
too
Mm.
soft.
Elena, 3 months ago, I went to Mike when we had the first discussion. And
Mhm.
he was on vacation and Andy promised me that week, both of them,
Mhm.
they're completed, they would both be installed.
Hmm.
That's 3 months ago.
They probably have to go on a slab, right?
The slabs are done.
Yeah. They just gotta bolt them into the slab.
Correct.
I think that's the issue is the slab is blacktop, and
Correct.
Oh, it's not a slab.
Yeah, slab.
not a slab. He just poured blacktop.
It probably has to be, yeah, probably a
So
concrete slab, I would think.
Yeah.
is someone, um, it would be helpful if someone, I ask a lot of various people,
I'll take a
so
look. I'll take a look at that. I'm very familiar with installing things like that.
thank you. I can send you the installation instructions from the bike rack company are very clear.
Yep.
And I can send them to you, Hank, but I think we just need to be a little squeaky wheel about it. Like, I think it's just getting forgotten about it, but honestly, I can't do it. I've asked too much, like, it's been
Yeah.
years that I've been asking for this, and
I'll pick
it's
it up.
embarrassing, private individuals bought these bike racks, so it's like incredibly
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Yeah. So there's,
I'll-
yeah,
They're in the shed, they're in the village building.
and the
Rusting out.
and the two slab, and the two,
One of them, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
one was already redone. In the one that they were gonna put up by the pavilion is already in a concrete slab. And they were gonna lift it up and bring it there. The one from the trail rail, they were gonna build the
slab
slab
in
there.
place.
And he said that was 3 months ago.
And then you said there's another one for Lippman?
Well, they
No,
see
that's
these,
in.
no,
Lippman, I think, went in.
It's in.
I think they put Lippman in right away.
All right.
Yeah, if there's already a slab there, then that's just drilling,
Yeah,
Yes.
it's easy job.
Do you think it would help if I'm up there, I'm willing to do it, to go to a village board meeting and just sort of present it like, hey, we have all of these in-kind donations. They were donated at this date, including the rail trail signs, and that
Yeah.
none of these have been installed yet. And we're wondering we understand they're busy, but.
Yes, I think this is what we have to do. Like, I
Okay.
don't know what else. I can only be so antagonistic though. So I
Yeah.
can't do it personally. I've stopped trying to do that, but like, it's
Frustrating.
very demoralizing.
Yeah, Elena, let's talk separately then, and I'll get the list of when we got the bike racks. And then I can do the rail trails, and then I think I can probably be up there on a Monday and go to one of those
That would be great.
meetings. So we can spread out the nagging across
Yeah.
us.
That'd be great.
Okay.
You gotta do what you say you're gonna do. That's
Mm.
Yeah.
something I learned.
Are we a new business yet?
And I have one more.
It was almost, my next,
Pretty old business, but, I was just wondering, did we ever hear anything back from the Guzak family? They had offered to make a donation to Burnwood Park and.
that's,
That's another.
that's in the works, George.
Okay,
They're trying to make it a bigger, like not just their donation, but build it bigger. So
oh, okay, pulling some other.
Evan's been working on that, as probably Grace knows, and
Mhm.
right, so we're supposed to kind of let him
Sure.
keep working on that, and Deb probably knows
Yeah.
much too. Evan's been working on something to try and get more than just what he's doing, what the family was going to do.
Yeah.
Hopefully maybe by next year sometime that'll come to fruition.
Good news.
And I don't know if this funding that got denied was part of that too, I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and read. So he was gonna look at not only that, but asking the town for some, and then the village was gonna do it, but I think it might have been connected with this, so I'm not sure. My memory's not 100% on that one. All right, new business, I guess, Deb, you got.
So I just want some advice. So the lights at the softball field are going. When I contacted Central Hudson, they recommend, they have these new, it's better for the grid and all those lights and stuff, but they said there's grants out there. So my advice I need is, do I just go to the village board to ask them to pursue the grant? Do you do the legwork first and then present it to the board? So I'm just looking for some guidelines.
Is this just a Central Hudson grant?
I don't know if there's a Central Hudson grant or if there's village grants for lights, because it helps the grid and all that kind
Well,
of
I know
stuff.
Central Hudson was offering these grants. We did it, I don't know, quite a few years ago at the state park. We replaced all our, high pressure sodium lights in our garage, which were a huge draw with LEDs. And basically, they gave them to us at a very low cost, and then completed the installation of those lights, which was just in-kind replacement, but those grants do exist through Central Hudson, if that's what they mean, and they're in, yeah.
So Deb, is this,
Go through the village, right, because it's their field.
Yes,
so here, are you saying it's just for the bulbs or more than that?
Volunteer, so, Union 363, they play on the field, and they're electrical union. They have a program where apprentices come out for free, and they talk to the villages, whoever. They just did Maybrook's Park, and they'll do all the work for free. But the problem is getting these bulbs, that's the expense.
Yeah, LED.
Grant, because the village has no money. So I didn't know if the village had to apply for the grant, because we are just a, nonprofit like everybody else, the softball league, so I just looking for advice.
you're 501c,
No,
right?
we are not.
Oh.
Just, that's why we can't get
Yeah.
donation.
And that's why you can't apply for a grant. Yeah.
So I would think the village would probably anyway, since that's who gets billed, the village, right? For
For the
those
light.
lights, for that
Yes.
electricity, yeah, not assuming that the village would.
And your goal is to just replace the bulbs with LED bulbs? Do
Everything else is fine.
you know what the cost of that is?
No, that's why I didn't know if I had to find that out first to present it to them.
Yeah, I would, because if the cost is $500, it's not gonna be worth getting a grant, really. If the cost is $10,000, it might be worth, so getting your electricians to come up with an estimate would be a really good place to start.
And have those apprentices assessed the other, condition of the wires and poles and said that they're good and it's just bulbs, or it just, that's kind of.
Okay, because actually, the guy who ran the electric 40 years, whatever, he's one of the people
Yeah.
that initiated this on the union. Okay, thank you.
I'd start with those guys and see
Okay.
if they can give you as George said, an assessment of the lighting system and a cost for updating the bulbs.
Thanks.
Here's Terry, you might be able to update us on the
On what?
Bye-bye.
Lippman Park sign
Oh, I
replacement.
I'm looking at the guy, I want to see.
Oh,
Wait a second. This is driving up the whole thing, but you got your CC on that, that's from, DOT, Eric Market.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll have to have a conversation about what that means.
Mhm.
Looks like they have to.
They have to redo all the environmental,
Section mark seven,
Yeah.
7 plus the 106.
yeah, they have to redo.
So how much BS is that?
Well, it's a lot of work.
So this is the rail trail we're talking about,
oh, so yeah, what is it?
like Ford Moore and.
Well, it's, because after all the negotiation with Central Hudson, the trail was substantially rerouted to make them happy. And so a lot of the environmental work that had been completed on the original route has to be redone. Because the trail's laying in a new place and, that's the simplest way to describe it.
And just going back, probably on Central Hudson's website somewhere, Deb, you might be able to find where they ask for grants.
So the more information I give the village, they do less work, it's better.
Yeah, almost like, I would
Yeah.
think so, right?
Okay,
Well, being able to tell them that, these, professionals or, apprentices have assessed it and said it's just bulb replacement, everything else is good. And then finding out if there's a grant program by these bulbs for Central Hudson.
Where's this?
Burn Road lights are going,
Oh,
The softball.
yeah,
You know, actually, a few years ago, when the village had the police officers, one was a retired FBI woman and a chief from Walden, I believe it was, and a third one, they're no longer here, obviously. But he had a package, it was like 34,000 or $37,000, I think, for that whole area.
oh,
Maybe I can, come on in.
you guys sign this for all that.
You guys, I have to jump off. I have to go to work. You don't need anything else from me, right?
I think so, yeah, unless you
Okay.
want what Terry might say about the Rittman Park sign.
Oh, I can circle back with Johnny. It's fine. Or I'll follow up with them offline.
Or we'll text you the answer, how's that?
He's gonna.
Okay, that sounds good.
Tell us that it's
Bye.
made.
Great. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.
Better be.
Bye, Grace.
It's done, approved, and sitting, waiting for us to put it in. After what, 6 months or maybe more? Before the existing one falls down,
Yeah, that one is getting
and it's
to.
brought in,
But we put that in like,
that's 15 years ago,
I think-
or 14 years ago,
was it 14?
14 years ago.
It's pretty good for a sign, right?
Yeah, no, we got, the
Long
projected,
time.
15, 2010.
projected life on it was like 8 to 10.
Oh, wow,
Pretty good.
thank you.
So you talking about the first.
Rittman Park sign.
First big sign?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
Have you approved it?
You
in the-
approved it, right?
So. Like you're saying, it's been a while, it's.
Yeah, but I,
Yeah, it's
2
got
months ago, it
Is
was,
this stuff, what's his name, we got them,
How, yeah,
Howie's on it?
Grace got some bids on it and Howie was the
Come
cheapest.
on in, cutie.
So, yeah, and we have, we may need to,
See if
we
it's
may
even
need to
been
update
ordered.
his proposal, but I think, getting it approved, and through the town boards, so it gets to purchasing, that's probably the next step.
and we wanted. to put it
Yeah,
in
we
with
can,
it.
Douglas and I can
Before
put it
winter.
in. He found some cedar poles we can cut and we can install it with we'll probably need,
We're gonna need some
Was it
hardware,
approved?
some gold.
and we might need
Was it approved?
Gonna need the guys for the paint, will probably come down to.
I remember that.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there's a lot of,
Dig up that one.
Yeah.
Put it higher, you can see underneath it.
yeah, for making a right-hand turn.
this is the last thing, unless somebody has some.
Oh,
other
yeah.
business. We'll get this answer and then we'll adjourn.
This-
It's good to see everybody, it was a little tough there, July and August.
About, a new trail.
Yeah, maybe, next year we'll, if everybody knows like ahead of time.
And mapping it. Better with
Not even bother scheduling it.
Ed's advice at least.
For making a new trail map.
Yeah, get a trail map done and installed in a couple of places.
I showed up here at the Juneteenth meeting, I had my email. And I'm pulling on the door, And then I went back in the
Okay.
car, looked at my email.
Well, like I said, he
You
doesn't.
know,
have
we need to
to-
realize that.
Yeah.
It didn't help me figure out what I need to do. I mean, I've done it just with the handle of GPS in the past, but it tends to miss things and I'd rather have it a little more accurate.
Hey, Douglas,
You can tell.
You might not like this, but Bill Brown's on cell phone. The town board approved it officially, and he's thinking you guys were supposed to order it. Because we don't know, what was it, what did you say, Bill?
We'll probably have to go through your purchasing, right?
Design and everything, so they must have that. We don't have that.
Oh, so you just need the proposal?
Here,
Cool, we'll get it to you.
Right, immediately. Thank you.
Bill, thanks.
All right, but
So the
Communication.
needs to be ordered.
All right.
All right.
And
You
how
can
we-
text
now-
Grace that,
how we-
you're gonna do that. You can have that proposal.
Since you're here, I need the overflow parking out of Litton Park. The guys that mow the lawn need to mow that bloody parking lot. It's just overgrown.
Yeah.
People use it, it's
The
just,
edges are
it's
growing.
horrible.
It's got.
They're there all the time, yeah, they should be doing that every week.
I like the bus parking lot.
Yeah.
You don't know why, it's just, it's overgrown
It's
mess.
been used, it's been used a lot as a storage yard for construction projects, and I think that's kind of why it's been
And
growing,
it's
but
done.
that seems like it's slowed down now.
Well, that was overwashing.
There's no
water
more
project.
construction. There's a flatbed, and that's it.
I know that the seasonal people aren't, we haven't left, but I would should be able to do that.
Yeah, it looks like it got off their radar screen to me.
Yeah. Just gotta go through the, I mean, it doesn't even have to be done every week, maybe. It needs to be done.
Yeah, the edge is really cool.
Question, as we know, stilt grass has taken over the world. And anybody know of any remedies or?
On a large scale, I think the best thing you can do is, and it's hard to do, but it's time you're mowing.
Yeah. Right.
And I don't, if the highway department is mowing that, I've actually talked with Tony about it, he's aware of this, but timing mowing when you're mowing 100 miles of roads, it's hard, but the trick is to mow it in like late August, right before it
Yes, these.
hmm,
it goes to seed. Once it goes to seed, you don't even want to mow it because you just spread it more. But
Well,
I've had some success with that, but on a much smaller scale.
It's a Japanese stilt grass.
Japanese stilt grass.
STILL.
Still STIL.
Oh, T, still,
Yeah, like stilts you stand on.
I got it. I didn't quite hear the T.
Because Litton Park is just overrun.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
It's
absolutely ridiculous. And I was gonna ask you guys, I wanted some way create a Friends of Littman or something so that we can use either the town's website or social media so that we can reach out for volunteers to help weed whack next year. Because it's gonna have to be done at least twice a year, when in the past, it was maybe a few sections once a year. Now,
hmm.
you can't even ride it come the end of July, you can't even get through the trails.
Let's talk offline about it. I mean, if it's weed whacker work
Weed whacker,
and you're talking about just in the bicycle trails.
Yeah.
That's the way to approach it.
yeah, it's just in the bicycle trail,
Yeah.
but I don't have a Facebook account anymore and I'm willing to help with this, but I'll spearhead it, but I need resources from the town. To say, we put it on the website, look for volunteers, get them to sign their waivers.
Is the problem that the stilt grass is obscuring the trail?
Completely, I mean, overgrown,
Hmm.
Use those bike trails.
it's just horrible. And the state's having problems on their Lundy property as well. Big time.
Let's talk about that for a second. At the end of Monday, we've been talking to the DEC, and they're opening up the part of the end
Yeah.
of Lundy for like 3-day camping. Because they approached us about putting, if it was
Oh,
okay,
cool.
signage for no parking in the road.
So they want the town to make the road no parking, so all the parking's in their parking lots. Basically.
Yeah.
Sort of like by Sam's Point, right?
And we have obviously an easement so far, and they were asking permission to, I think it was Jeff Ryder.
Yeah.
So he wanted approval to. They were gonna put the signs up.
Oh, will they maintain them too?
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Now,
Yeah.
asking, you know, are you saying no parking or no parking with subject of being towed or a fine or anything?
We have to have a law.
Yeah.
You know, the way the town's always approached it.
Very similar to one in Craigmore.
Yeah, you've always, the way you've been approaching it is just like road by road basis if you need.
Right. And same, we just did it again for corrections,
Mhm.
so it's the second time. We added all the way down to, I guess, the firehouse, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would guess you just take that exact same law and just, add that road to the
Right.
law.
It's just a simple change of name.
Yeah, and then, the DEC is gonna put up and maintain signs. Operations guys that won't.
As far as, how about the rail trail, as far as. Okay, so it's probably not manicured or cut and all that stuff, but. I had a phone call from somebody, I got the guy's name downstairs, an older gentleman that wanted to. I don't think he's gonna want to do it free, but he has some equipment and he was. Saying, I don't know who we talked to, because I talked to him on telephone and Elizabeth, you know, she was here, I talked to him, but. We didn't ask that question about how he came, with maybe he's just looking for work, right?
Mhm.
That was kind of.
Aware.
More by the prison,
On the railroad,
but by
Where
the
on the
prison,
rail?
right?
anybody's on.
The mowing, you mean?
And I
Town
don't,
does that, doesn't it?
They.
that's why I'm bringing it up now, because I don't think it's being done.
Well, it's just Rochester.
It should be done more, Douglas, it should be done more than it is.
Yeah.
I'm not-
Ah, okay.
That's the highway issue.
The size you're talking about.
Well, when you get to the prison though, it does encroach where you walk or
Right.
ride your bike, yeah, the grass,
Yeah,
like
but
you're
the
just
mountain-
saying that
The still.
the mountain bike, yeah, that stuff's coming
Not
in.
just there too, I mean, there's.
The section-
Fort Bend and.
Yeah, the section north of Port Bend that's terrible.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it needs to
Who
be,
owns those, is that the county owned most of that?
town owns it.
Town owns
Town
that
owns
prison
it.
trail?
Yeah.
I've got to hop off to go to work.
All right.
But bye, guys. Good to see you around.
The county owns the rail trail and the wars and all private owners and town.
All right, just curious, I guess, because that came up in a previous meeting.
Yeah, I mean,
Who owns
there's,
what?
we gotta figure out a way to get that maintained.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if it's hiring a contractor, trying to use stewards, volunteers. Or expanding the work of like the parks crew in the summer. That's another way, because that's when you really gotta hit it, is during the growing season.
June, right, May?
Yeah, I mean, getting some of the parks crew, that's my first thought, is the easiest way to get it done. They're insured, it's already paid for, but it's expanding their duties, so I can't.
Less time for coffee.
Just.
Cut down on their coffee time, that's all.
All right, this how we're going past nine. Any
yeah.
more new business? Because I'm sure those of us who work will
Gotta run.
get moving. No, so I guess we'll have an adjournment at
Motion.
I'll second it.
9:03, Doug. All right, somebody can hit the button to end
Got
the
it.
recording and then.
Hello, Todd, Terry, how are you? How are you?